tried every single thing, painkiller-wise, medication-wise, to try and stop the growth of this endo, but it's not doing anything. So I started my periods when I was like 16, so I was quite late when I started them. And even from the first period, I had unbearable cramps. And this went on for a few years. I didn't know what endometriosis was at the time. I just thought it was bad cramps.
But things quickly began to escalate.
2021, I had a lump, like I could feel it, and it was really sore whenever it got touched. I was being sick all the time, I was losing weight, I couldn't work properly. When I was at work, I couldn't sit down because it was too unbearable, the pain. And then I ended up going to the doctors, and they referred me to A&E and said, you need to see someone for that. And obviously I was panicked, I was like, well, what is it? But they wouldn't say anything. I got drips and stuff and IVs in it because they said I was so dehydrated and I was so skinny. But obviously this was because I couldn't keep anything down because of the pain of the endo. And then I had a few ultrasounds, etc. done.
And what they found was any woman's worst nightmare.
And they said that it was a 9cm endometriosis cyst on my left ovary, and I might end up losing my left ovary.
The news was a massive shock to Riri.
I was only 20 at the time, and they get told you could lose your left ovary. I was a bit panicked. I was like, well, what does that mean, sort of thing.
But this was just the beginning of her long battle.
Obviously, I was still being sick. I was on anti-sickness tablets, very strong painkillers just to try and manage the pain, but nothing helped. Surgery happened 4 or 5 months later. After the surgery, they confirmed that it was endo. It had all been taken out. But then the day after the surgery, I said to my partner, I've still got endo pain, and she was like, you can't have it, it'll just be recovering. Everyone said it'll be you recovering, but I was like, no, this is endo pain.
And her suspicion was correct.
I had an ultrasound in August. I had stage 4 endo. I had cysts in the pouch of Douglas. My rectum was connected to my uterus. My ovaries were stuck behind my uterus. I had fluid in my tubes. I had everything. And I will never forgive the gynae for what she did, because if they had just referred me to the specialist in the first place, I personally don't think it would have been as bad as it got. So less than 6 months after surgery, the adhesions and stuff are back and causing me unbearable pain.
She has only one option left.
So I've asked for a hysterectomy. I'm just hoping they say yes, because I can't do this pain much longer now. Like, at this point, I'm willing just to give it all up and just say, because this isn't a life. I lie in bed all day, every day. Can't go out, can't do anything because I'm just in that much pain all the time. Give me a hysterectomy and see how I go. But I have a feeling they're going to turn around and say, we can't do a hysterectomy because of your age. Bearing in mind, there's other ways to have children if I wanted them, but we shall see what happens.
This painful condition is finally getting the spotlight online. Some argue endometriosis is still being brushed off by doctors and feel not enough is being done to support those living with it. But what do you think? Is endometriosis finally being taken seriously? Or is there still a long way to go?